Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Dr. J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Please tell me to say hello. I'm not sure why YouTube is not allowing this to go on there. Let me go over here. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 allows this made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips and balance in favor of fair use. Hi there, Carlene. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in here. This is good news today. Let me share the screen. I'm not going to sign up for that. I just keep having to get out of that. So, no, I don't want to get newsletters from this place, okay? All right. So, this is pictures that from this. Authorities say dozens of missing children found in special operation of its kind. Here are the pictures right here. Y'all turn it down a little bit, please. Thank you. So this is wonderful news right here. So let me go to the back over there to the local news. Back over here to article. This is Jacksonville, Florida. Authorities confirmed dozens of missing children were located in the state of Florida. A multi-day operation in Northeast Florida has successfully located more than 2 dozen missing children, ranging from 10 effort enforcement agencies size them. Somebody has to listen to them and help them, he told reporters with W. Fox. Zeddy highlighted the significance of partnerships. Excuse me a minute. Excuse me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Had to tell my grandkids. Zeddy highlighted the significance of partnerships with collaborating agencies, not only recovering the children, but also providing them with resources for a more secure future. What's occurred here isn't just protecting these kids, it's saving generations to come, he said when speaking to WJAX. This operation marked the first deployment of its kind in Florida. Al Rollins from the National Child Protection Task Force noticed the emotional impact on the children. In some cases, these kids were waiting for someone to show that they cared about them and show that they were looking for them, he told the station. Detectives have been able to locate children who have been missing for months. Ron Bay of the Clay County Sheriff's Office explained the strategy behind the operation. These detectives that are in the other room that are working these cases brought their most difficult cases here, the ones they weren't able to solve, to try to bring the collective knowledge of everybody that's here. He said when speaking to W. Fox, we all know that when kids run away, they're either running to something or they're running from something. And what the intercept task force does is we go after those to give them something to run to or pull them away from their families. Authorities are also investigating each case to determine if sex trafficking or human trafficking played a role in the children's disappearance. Go over here, we see that Tim Tebow, he also assists in the rescue of 25 missing children in Florida. The NCPTF and various agencies located 25 missing children in Northeast Florida during the 3 days June the 19th, updated June the 20th, that it was written. The National Child Protection Task Force, along with local, state, and federal agencies, have located 25 missing and endangered children as part of their first ever Northeast Florida Missing Child Rescue Operation. The multiple agencies use advanced technology and intensive case review to locate missing children across six Northeast Florida counties: Clay, Duval, St. Johns, Nassau, Putnam, and Flagler. The search spanned 3 days, resulting in 25 missing and endangered children being located as of Wednesday. NCPTF said the operation wouldn't have been possible without the generous support of the Tim Tebow Foundation. One of our non negotiables at the Tim Tebow Foundation is that there is power when we come together. We're humbled to come alongside this incredible team of law enforcement, child protection agencies, experts, and partners to stand in the gap for these missing and vulnerable children, Tim Tebow said. Rescued children were provided with hygiene supplies, food, and comfort items, the release said. The details of the individual cases of rescued children will be managed by respective law enforcement agencies. This is National Child Protection Task Force right here. If there's any more, no. But then I clicked on that link that y'all seen a few minutes ago. First ever Northeast Florida missing child rescue operation successfully locates 23 missing and endangered children. Look at that ringing the bell. I guess every time they located another child, it was 10 at first when that picture with Tim Tebow. Then there's 11 right there on that board, and it just kept tallying up more and more. That's why the numbers are different right there, because that was when there were 11 located, okay? Multi agency operations unites local, state, and federal partners to locate and help missing and exploited youth in Northeast Florida. This was for immediate release on June the 18th. 25 children have been located as of 8 p.m. on June 18th, 2025. Hurrah! The National Child Protection Task Force, in collaboration with more than 30 local and state and federal law enforcement agencies and child protection partners, today announced the successful completion of its first ever Northeast Florida Missing Child Rescue Operation. I guess we need to do that state, nationwide, across everywhere, worldwide, really. Over the course of the 3 day operation, 25 missing and endangered juveniles were located, and investigative leads were developed in several additional cases. The multi agency operation involved intensive case review, investigative follow up, and the application of advanced technology to rapidly locate children reported missing across Clay, Duval, St. Johns, Nassau, Putnam, and Flagler counties. Throughout the 3 day effort, law enforcement, child protection professionals, prosecutors, social service providers, NGOs, and private partners collaborated to review cases, uncover leads, and develop trauma informed strategies to help each child gain long term safety and stability once recovered. Florida Department of Children and Families coordinated with advocacy organizations and local service providers to ensure that recovered children were met with trauma informed care aimed at preventing future missing episodes. With support from individual donations and community partners, rescued youths were provided with hygiene supplies, food, and comfort items. The effort brought together the full strength of local, state, and federal law enforcement alongside nonprofit organizations and private sector experts to provide coordinated investigative support across 6 counties. By aligning efforts across jurisdictions and disciplines, the operation reinforced regional capacity to respond to missing child cases and laid the groundwork for a more unified, proactive safety net for vulnerable children in Northeast Florida. This operation was made possible through the generous support of the Tim Tebow Foundation, whose partnership enabled the deployment of NCPTF and participating partners to Northeast Florida. Operation Light Shine hosted the operation along with the Intercept Task Force. Additional support for the operation was provided by Jensen Project Block Incorporated, who is an XML API, Snap Incorporated, Clearview AI, Target, Meta, TikTok, Verizon, Thomson Reuters, the National Cyber Forensics and Training Alliance, HerSong, Northeast Florida Human Trafficking Coalition, Isaiah 117, Protecting Children's Innocence Task Force, UF Health, SMA Healthcare, Duval County Safe Center, Open Doors, First In, See the Girl, K9s for Warriors, and Starbucks. Every missing child deserves a community that refuses to give up, said Kevin Brazzetti, CEO and co-founder of the National Child Protection Task Force. In Northeast Florida, that's exactly what happened. Law enforcement, social services, and community partners came together not just to find, but to listen and help at NCPTF. We believe real change happens through collaboration, kindness, and determination. Relentless determination, sorry. This week, we didn't just find missing children, we built trust, strengthened systems, and showed what's possible when people put together out over purpose over ego. The momentum we created here doesn't end. It becomes a model for what every community can do. One of our non-negotiables at the Tim Tebow Foundation is that there is power when we come together. We're humbled to come alongside this incredible team of law enforcement, child protection agencies, experts, and partners to stand in the gap for these missing and vulnerable children, shared Tim Tebow, founder and chairman of the Tim Tebow Foundation. Our heart is a fight for the world's most vulnerable people, the real MVPs, and we're so encouraged that we were able to be a part of impacting these lives this week. Hosting the operation at our Intercept office wasn't just an honor, it was a reflection of what's possible when committed partners come together with one purpose to protect kids. At an Operation Light Shield, or Light Shine, sorry, Chief Operating Officer Brian Waite. This mission is deeply personal to us, and we're proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with those on the front lines across Northeast Florida. Together, we're not just responding, we're building a safer future for our children. The Missing Child Rescue Operation showcased the steadfast partnership among local, state, and federal law enforcement alongside our valued nonprofit partners, added St. Johns County Sheriff's Office and Executive Board Chairman for Intercept, Director Howard Cole. We stood united in our pledge to every Northeast Florida parent. Our investigators and all personnel worked tirelessly, deploying every resource with urgency and compassion to safely recover the missing children. We're proud to work closely with our local, state, and federal partners to not only help find missing children, but to restore hope. A spokesperson for the Clay County Sheriff's Office said, there's no greater responsibility than protecting our most vulnerable, our youth, and keeping our community safe. Operations like this demonstrate the powers of working in unified action when we all come together for a shared purpose. Detailed results and further information on individual cases will be managed confidentially by respective law enforcement agencies to protect the privacy of the involved minors. Of course, as case works, as case work, I'm getting tongue tied. Sorry, getting really excited about this. As case work continues, additional rescues are expected throughout the region. The National Child Protection Task Force is a nonprofit dedicated to creating better outcomes for missing, exploited, and trafficked children by uniting elite investigators, law enforcement, and private sector specialists. And CPTF provides real time intelligence, cutting edge technology, and expert led investigative support to locate endangered children faster. But their mission goes beyond the search. They strengthen how communities respond, bridging gaps between agencies, identifying risk factors, and equipping frontline professionals with the tools to create lasting solutions. NCPTF exists because every missing child is endangered, and every second counts. Our mission is urgent. Find, listen, help. For more information, visit www.ncptf.org. The Tim Tebow Foundation. Hey, hold on a second. Hey, William, I'm doing the live right now, so can you hold on a second and listen, maybe? Okay. The Tim Tebow Foundation exists to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need. Since inception in 2010, the ministry has served some of the world's most vulnerable people across more than 100 countries and counting. This mission is fulfilled daily through ministry outreach focused on anti human trafficking and child exploitation, orphan care, plus prevention, profound medical needs, and special needs ministry. To learn more, visit timtebowfoundation.org. Through its support on NCPTS missing child rescue operations, the Foundation provides vital resources to rescue and restore hope for vulnerable children nationwide. Operation Lightshine is a nonprofit organization dedicated to equipping law enforcement and frontline responders with the resources, intelligence, and technology needed to combat human trafficking and child exploitation. Through its flagship initiative, the Intercept Task Force model, Operation Lightshine provides logistical and operational support, technical expertise, and survivor centered training to strengthen systems of response across the country. For more information, visit www.operationlightshine.org. Your support allows us to expand missing child resource operations into new communities, provide critical resources, and accelerate investigations when every second counts. Our next rescue operation starts in less than 90 days. I want to thank everyone for coming. I think this is wonderful news. It's fantastic. I want to say God bless y'all. And thank you so much for calling in and listening. Also, William, everybody's praying for you. I say God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank you.